Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dravinwho Games, where we are doing the first Who review of the year. But before we actually get into the game review, which today's game review, if you couldn't tell by the title and what's behind me, is in ++. But before we actually get into the game review, I want to talk a bit about the company review, if you will. So the company that I got this game from operates out of Britain, UK, whatever you call it. I don't know. It's one of them. Super Rare Games, and I bet you can't guess what they do. They make super rare games. So it's a really good company. So what they do is they print off a limited run. There's also a company called Limited Run Games that does the same thing. But they make, a certain number of games, of indie games usually, that are digital only, and they give them the chance to become an actual physical game on an actual cartridge. Currently, Super Rare Games only works with Nintendo Switch, but soon, and also Limited Run, they actually work with all consoles, I think. I don't think they actually do a lot of Xbox, but usually they do Switch and PS4, and sometimes even Vita. But yeah, Super Rare Games only does Nintendo Switch. But again, what they do is they print off a very limited run of games, and so these things can go very up in price very quickly. But let's go ahead and get into what you actually get with each Super Rare Games package. So again, what I got was in ++. So the first thing you'll notice is, again, it has the the European PEGI rating instead of the ESRB, because it's a European game. And then of course that Super Rare logo. It'll tell you which number in the series it is. So this is the 8th game that Super Rare Games has ever produced. So I think they're on their 10th now. They're always changing, so by the time you guys see this video, it probably won't be on their website, but I'll put a link in the description, and you can check it out for yourselves. Also included with each Super Rare game is a nice interior, as well as of course, the cartridge itself. You also get, which is a nice touch that not many games give out, if any at all, is an actual physical instruction manual that finally takes care of these little prongs here that, I'm not even touching the prongs here that, no Switch game ever really uses. They have a nice little advertisement on the back, and then you can flip through here, and sit on camera. You can flip through there, get your instructions, get some nice pieces of art, tell you like what all the enemies are. You can't really see that. There it is. See what all the know your enemies and stuff, and that's really a neat touch that not a lot of games do nowadays. So it's really good to see Super Rare doing that. And yeah, let's see. But that's not all that comes with your package. You also get some trading cards. Each game comes with this, so it's not just in ++. But they all come with Super Rare Games trading cards. I believe Limited Run also does this, so this kind of works the same. So if you like Super Rare stuff, then you should go and check out Limited Run. I'll put links in the description to both of the websites. But the way they run their business is really good. Everything's just of the highest quality. Oh, yeah, and then also, one thing you may notice about this box as well is that it has a weird green triangle, and also that this is centered. That's a UK thing, but the green I'm not really sure about, but I guess it's just to say this is limited. Look at it. But yeah, so trading cards are really neat, and then also you get a sticker, and depending on which game, it'll have a different pattern in the back. So this is in ++'s little pattern there, and it's pretty neat stuff. So with in ++, they printed off 4,000 copies, so I have one of 4,000 in the world, and they will never make any more, presumably. So it's a nice little collector's piece if you're in that sort of stuff. And again, if you guys do like in ++, when I actually get into the game review portion, you can buy on, I think, any system. I know the Switch, at least, digitally, for I think like $25. I want to say. I could be wrong. I think it's 25. But physically, this cost me around $40. It does say it in pounds, so you're going to have to do some conversions, but yeah. Another thing is that for me, shipping took a very long time, but it's understandable since it's coming from the UK. But yeah, it took a while. It went through Royal Mail and then the United States Postal Service, and also since it's around the holiday season, it really just took forever, and it arrived without a confirmation email, even though 3 places were supposed to send me a confirmation email. So just be warned, your package may just show up one day, and yeah, so just I'd keep an eye on it. But overall, Super Rare Games, really good company. They make really quality stuff, and I would definitely go ahead and check them out. But with that, let's go ahead and actually get to what you guys want to see, the game review. Okay, so what is N++? Well, N++ is a very unique type of platformer, if you can really even call it that. It had 2 games previously to this. There was N+ on the DS, and just N on the DS. I mean, not on the DS. As just a browser game, I believe. And basically, in all these games, you play as a ninja. That is literally probably just a stick figure. I mean, that's what it looks like. And you go through this sort of cyber world, even though you can't really tell it, because everything has a very unique art style to where it's just a bunch of colorful, like, lines and blocks and stuff. It's very unique, and you can change up the color palettes in this game very quickly just by popping up a little menu. You can change it. I personally really like to use the retro style, where everything's sort of like neon on a black background. It looks really good and really unique. The goal of each level is to collect as many gold points as you can, hit a switch, and open a door. And although, again, this may sound simple, the way that the levels are actually designed makes it extremely challenging, but at the same time not so challenging that you want to like throw your switch out of your car or something. I mean, you probably want to be in the passenger seat if you have your switch in your car anyway, but you know. Or throw it out the window of your house, because that makes more sense. But it will never be that hard, unlike Cuphead, which, you know, makes you want to, like, smash your computer. It's not that hard, but it does provide the right amount of challenge to be a perfect game. But yeah, so it's really good. Each level is handcrafted, and that brings me to my next point, is that you can craft your own levels yourself. So you can make your own level, you have all the tools that you could need, and you can post them online, as well as play others' levels that they've made and put online as well. So it does give you a lot of variety in which levels you want to pick, whether you want to play online, with random levels that other people have created, or just go through the normal campaign, or I think there's like an arcade mode. There's a bunch of different modes for solo play as well. But on top of that, you can also do local co-op with up to 4 people, which is an absolutely awesome feature. I do not see enough platformers do this. New Super Mario Bros. Comes to mind, but not much else. So it is really good to see N++ doing this, and especially for an indie title. That's really impressive, and I have not tried it myself, but I can already tell from the game that it's probably really fun. Also, the physics of N++ are really good. Sliding around and jumping around, they feel like really calculated, and you can make some really precise, mobility, and you really have to, because the way that the enemies are placed, even though they aren't really normally moving, it's just like a block that'll like kill you. Well, usually it's like a spiky ball, but you still have to really do some precision platforming to get through like a wall of spikes without dying. And it's really satisfying when you actually do succeed in doing this. And that's where N++ shines, again, is that it hits the perfect amount of difficulty and the perfect amount of fun and the perfect amount of style. It's just a really good game overall. There's pretty much something for everyone here. And yeah, so if you've been gaming for a while, this is probably the perfect game that you could play. And then also, it's really good for short pick-up-and-play bursts, because you pick like a cell block kind of thing. I don't know, it's just like a block. There's like A1, A2, A3, and then B1, B2, whatever. And each one contains around, I think, like 4 to 5 levels. So you can play a level, and then just hit the home button on your Switch, put it away maybe because you have to, I don't know, go eat or whatever, and get back in the car, and and then you can just pick up your Switch and start playing again, or bus or whatever. And again, in car, drive a passenger seat only. I do not encourage switch and drive. Obviously, that'd be stupid. Yeah, so it lends itself very well for the Switch, and again, with that 4-player co-op, it really does utilize the Switch's Joy-Con play as well. So it's really good stuff. And as I can see right now on the back of the box, it is called the World's Best Platformer TM. So that's how you know it's good. And apparently there are 4,340 handcrafted levels. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. There are 63 songs by top electronic artists. Which, yeah, the soundtrack in this game is freaking awesome. It can really get your head bopping. And, again, there are apparently 119 unique color palettes, which are freaking, again, they make the game look really good. And, so overall, I would highly recommend N++. Even if you can't pick up the Super Rare Games physical edition, I would go ahead and buy it on the Switch eShop, Steam, whatever it's on. And, yeah, again, links will be in the description. And, let's go ahead and switch back to reality so I can do my outro. Okay, so with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked my review of N++ and you want to try it for yourself, links will be in the description for Super Rare Games to see if you can get a physical copy. And then I'll also leave Limited Run down there as well. So Super Rare and Limited Run will be both in the description below. And then if you want to find it on the eShop, if it's not there, just look up N++. Again, I think it's on Steam and PlayStation 2, maybe not Xbox, I'm not really sure. But I'm pretty sure that it's, well, I know it's on Switch, pretty sure it's on PC and PS4. So, it's a really good game. I would highly recommend it to anyone, especially if you're a veteran to gaming. Also, sorry for the glare on my glasses. I forgot to turn the brightness down. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to Dravinwho Games, and to go ahead and check out our Discord for polls and giveaways and all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.